Okay, so in this video what I'd like to do is give you an overview of our race card and selections area. So if you go to the members area and you scroll down to this highlighted section here, the race card and all selections, again this is for gold members only, what we get is a race card. Now this is a summary of all the data. So in this race, let's look at the 12:10 at Sedgefield. We know it's a 2 mile 1 furlong, non-handicap, worth nearly £4,000 on soft going. This is actually quite a strong race for us. In non-handicaps, we have a strike rate of around 33%. That tends to go up as you reach £10,000. Below 3,000, I'd say try to avoid it. But once you go over 3,000 and higher towards 10,000 you get, the higher our strike rate tends to get. So our top rated horse is called Barney Dwan. We have a 17.29% confidence in that. That generally means that it's the gap between these two horses. Higher that is, the higher our confidence is. Odds are 0.83. So our second rated is Just Georgie and our third rated is Down the Line. Now the form rating relates to the last race. So Barney Dwan comes top of the form rating, so from all the horses racing in the 12:10 at Sedgefield, we know that this horse is way better than the next one in terms of form. Now that form rating is based on the quality and its position in that last race. For example, if it raced in a grade 1, we'd probably give it 250 points. If it came first, that would be weighted at 100%, second it would be weighted at 90%. So every horse gets a score for its last race. This one has a considerable gap on its opponents. Speed rating is useful in shorter races, especially in the summer when things are a bit more reliable and the ground's a bit harder. I tend to avoid it in winter, but it can give you an indication. In the shorter races here, Heritage Way, I wouldn't pay too much attention to it. The trainer rating is based on a number of things: the trainer's record at the track, the trainer's 14, 30, 1-year records. In handicaps, it can be quite useful. Even in non-handicaps, we found that the trainer rating is one of the best. Here, by quite some distance down the line, 23% I'd say is quite confident, but odds of 50 to 1, the market's probably disagreeing with it, but it is always worth further inspection. When the trainer rating gives you such confidence, I would always go and look at that horse a little bit further. The stallion rating, I tend only to use it for 2-year-old races, for juveniles, and again, probably only in the summer when you've got better quality horses running from better quality stallions. Yet here, question of faith, 20% nearly, at 66 to 1. The jockey rating I tend to look at with the trainer rating. When a trainer has a good confidence score and the jockey is on the same horse, I think that's quite a strong indicator. It's not the case here. The confidence is quite low, so in this case I probably wouldn't look at it. The suitability rating is another interesting one. We have a very good strike rate with the suitability rating in this kind of race, the non-handicap around this sort of value. And that's Barney Dwan again. We've got a 22% confidence in that, which is quite strong. That rating is based on a number of factors like the going, track record, capability in this particular month, that kind of thing. So again, Barney Dwan makes that selection. I'd have quite a bit of confidence. The system's only given it 2 stars. Personally, I might have given it more, but it's worth further inspection. Barney Dwan is the RTH selection. Now this selection here basically takes from these 3, because we know that our first rated tends to get about 26-27% of wins, whereas all 3, they get 60%. So using these 3 and all of this data and what's most important for the type of race, the RTH selection is basically an algorithm on top of this. So generally you'll find that it's the top rated, but it can be the second, it can be the third rated horse in the race, depending on which statistics are most important. Just to give you some examples of where it's not the top rated, here, this is the 12:15 at Huntingdon. It's a handicap race where our top rated tends not to fare quite as well, and the form tends to fare not quite as well. Our second rated, Golden Bird, is a 14-to-1 shot, and it's probably selected because of this. Its suitability rating has a confidence of 81%. That's quite rare to see such confidence in the suitability rating in a handicap race. 14-to-1, I'd have an each way crack on that. So those are your daily selections. And for the 26th of December, obviously, there's a lot of them. Most days you probably won't see quite as many as this. I like to go through this list and look at horses that match a lot of the selections, especially those that are important. This horse here in the 12:45 Imada, it's a non-handicap. I'd be looking at this one and thinking, well, it's probably going to go off at a lot shorter than that. See if you can get on early, because it will probably be odds on, especially when you've got a suitability rating of over 50%, and this horse tops every rating other than speed, which isn't important for this particular race.